There will be metallic mining in El Salvador. Washington rides. Bukele sent a draft bill to the legislature, and it already has preliminary approval. Washington wants to intervene in the gold reserves, but the Salvadoran president plans to flood the country and investments with 50 billion ounces. The Russians are joining the game. The Salvadoran leader aims to dissolve all the gold and boost his coffers, while also facilitating metallic mining to generate more Bitcoin. Faced with these plans, the White House wants to seize natural resources. They sent the IMF to stop Bukele, but the plan backfired. Details follow. Bukele just had a stroke of luck and delivered an unexpected blow to Washington. It is likely that he will welcome the Russians into his country to invest in metallic mining and dissolve billions of ounces of gold in their reserves, among the largest in the world. Putin's involvement thwarts the West's efforts to take over the natural resource and block El Salvador's economic platform. This is part of a nefarious plan by Washington to pressure the Central American leader through the IMF, even offering $1.4 billion in exchange for dropping Bitcoin. However, the plan failed. The most popular leader in the Americas announced the purchase of over 11 Bitcoins in recent hours, increasing the nation's reserves. Additionally, he has already proposed a draft bill approved by the Legislative Assembly's Technology, Tourism, and Investment Committee. The draft was recently passed to Parliament for approval or amendment to Bukele's mining law proposal. The goal is to exploit resources without damaging the ecosystem, enabling the country to grow its reserves and lead the foreign exchange market. Washington cannot stand the idea and is seeking alternatives to block the law, but it will be in vain. El Salvador has a favorable opinion of the draft law, which has not undergone prior debate. However, it is expected that the parliamentary majority representing Bukele's party will approve the decision to initiate metallic mining in the coming hours. Bukele's move will allow the exploitation of reserves of 50 billion ounces of gold and use the available gold to boost investments, repay sovereign debt to the IMF, and develop new projects that could make the country one of the most advanced in the world. In these respects, Bukele aims to place El Salvador in an unprecedented financial status and is on track to dominate the stock market. This is the White House's fear, prompting ongoing pressure on Western banks and organizations to tighten the noose on the Central American nation. While this is the Western stance, Russia, in collaboration with China and BRICS, is favoring metallic mining in Eurasia, overturning U.S. sanctions aimed at Bukele. Putin's support for one of his preferred allies also raises hopes that El Salvador might join the emerging economies group and sign new agreements, such as using cryptocurrencies for transactions. This shift by Bukele leaves IMF economists stunned, as he reversed his stance in less than 24 hours. His goal is for his country to become wealthy and a pioneer in gold mining to benefit both domestic and international markets. In this context, he is persuading the Assembly to discuss the mining law and propose amendments regarding mine exploitation near the Pacific. This represents one of the most important decisions Parliament will make. During the debate with the Technology, Tourism, and Investment Committee, the draft General Metallic Mining Law received a favorable ruling, with one abstention from Deputy Claudia Ortiz. The committee quickly analyzed the law, which will be reviewed in a few hours, and will likely be backed by the majority of legislators representing Bukele's party. As a result, the country is poised to extract all the clear gold in its reserves of over 50 billion ounces. Daniel Alvarez, Director of Energy, Hydrocarbons, and Mines, presented the project and declared that the state would be the only entity authorized to explore, extract, and process minerals in Salvadoran territory. The law was previously banned due to public health and environmental concerns. Addressing uncertainty among geologists and scientists, Alvarez stated that state-managed mining activities would not require legislative concessions, centralizing government control and streamlining exploration and exploitation processes. In this way, Bukele aims to overturn the ban arguing that the country could leverage mineral resources such as gold and lithium to spur economic development and fund infrastructure projects. New deposits have been discovered, and international experts will help manage what could propel El Salvador to the forefront. At the same time, Bukele emphasized the importance of taking advantage of the opportunities and potential opening up in the country. There are plans to exploit newly discovered deposits, and cryptographer Adam Bach proposed reinvesting the profits in Bitcoin. He argued that the activity's benefits could lead to unimaginable progress, enabling every Salvadoran household to increase its budget for entrepreneurship. Additionally, Bukele stated that the state would supervise, study, and exploit natural resources, ensuring that the benefits translate into infrastructure and social development projects. This is expected to provide rapid economic growth for the nation. The government's investment projects and economic development are central pillars of Bukele's second presidential term. For these reasons, metallic mining will be pursued with all possible safeguards. The draft also includes a ban on mercury use in mining activities to reduce environmental impacts and protect community health. In cases where mercury is used, plans for its proper treatment will be established. Bukele has just scored one of his administration's most significant achievements by planning to dissolve all gold reserves to create a digital currency for transactions. This decision crushes the IMF's hopes of imposing economic policies on El Salvador, preventing Washington from seizing these natural resources. Without a doubt, Bukele will exploit El Salvador's gold reserves while excluding certain areas from mining activities, such as protected natural zones, recharge areas, and densely populated urban spaces. Nonetheless, the country will be showered in gold, along with its citizens. The monetary value of these 50 billion ounces is staggering. Washington is reeling after this legislative decision. The metallic mining initiative led by Nayib Bukele marks a turning point for El Salvador, positioning it as a country with the potential to dominate strategic markets, generate significant wealth, and strengthen its economic independence. With extraordinary gold reserves and a focus on technological innovation, this decision could propel the nation towards sustainable development and global financial transformation. However, it also faces considerable challenges, including international pressure and the need to balance economic development with environmental protection. Bukele, with his ambitious vision, promises a bright future for the country, attracting foreign investments and expanding opportunities for all Salvadorans. Do you think this bet on metallic mining and the use of cryptocurrencies will truly transform El Salvador? Is this the key to achieving economic independence and sustainable development? Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more content about the major changes shaping our region's future. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated.